Hello my dear students, this is Dr. Amita Telang, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science, Gurukul Mahila Mahavidyalaya, Raipur. In our previous class, we were discussing relational algebra operations. Let us continue that topic. Here we will see the queries formulating in relational algebra. So, before formulating any queries in relational algebra, we have to know this thing that in relational model of data, all facts are stored in tables or relations. New tables may be formed from existing tables by applying operations in the relational algebra. The original relational algebra defined by Cord, it contains 8 relational operators, 4 based on traditional set operations, means union, intersection, difference and Cartesian product, and 4 special operations, means selection, projection, join and division. As we have seen in our previous relational algebra queries, we already discussed selection, projection and join operations. So each of these 8 relational operators is a table forming operator on tables. So relational algebra includes 6 comparison operator. As we all know that we used some kind of conditions. We apply some conditions in our tables. So for applying conditions we want comparison operator. So 6 comparison operators we can use: equal, not equal, less than, greater than, less than equal to and greater than equal to. These are proposition forming operator on terms. And here it also includes 3 logical operators: and, or and not. Since the algebra does not include arithmetic operators or functions, it is less expressive than SQL. So let us see some of the solutions to formulating queries in relational algebra. So here consider 3 relational schema here. First is student. Here it contains 2 attributes, ID and name. Second table we are taking here, enrolled in. It contains 2 columns or 2 attributes, ID and code. Next, subject. It contains code and lecturer. So let us see our first query that we have to find out solution. What are the names of students enrolled in CS 3020? Okay, so it is our query, and the solution for this query, it will be, we will use here projection operator, projection, name, then in bracket we will use selection operator. Select CS 3020 is equal to code, then in bracket we will write the name of the tables which are used here: student, then join, enrolled in. It is the solution for this query. Second query, which subject is Hector taking? Okay, means the student named Hector, which subject he or she is taking. So you can see here its solution is projection, code, then in bracket we wrote here sigma name is equal to Hector, and then because we are using 2 tables, so we will join the 2 tables here, student and enrolled in. Next is who teaches CS 1500. So we simply write here that projection, lecturer, because we have to find out the name of lecturer, so we will write here lecturer. One more thing it is noticeable here, that using projection we always find name of column, and using selection we always find rows. Okay, so we have to find out the lecturer column. That's why we wrote it in projection operation, means projection lecturer, and in bracket selection code is equal to CS1500, means we are comparing the value or data CS1500, that is of code column. So we write here code is equal to CS1500 from subject table. So we will get the desired output. Next is who teaches CS1500 or CS3020. So we simply write, again we are taking one column, we have to find out the column. So we column lecturer. So we will write here pi lecturer, then in bracket selection code is equal to CS1500 or here we are using logical operator, code is equal to CS3020, and subject. Next query, who teaches at least 2 different subjects? So the solution is, for this query we have to relate subject to itself. Okay, so what will be the output here? What will be the query here? That projection lecturer, in bracket we will write selection r dot lecturer is equal to s dot lecturer, and r dot code not equal to s dot code, and we are using 2 tables, that's why we wrote r, then Cartesian, then join operation, and s. So here we can see that we will call the subject relation r or s. You can see here we are using r and s here, na? So we have to find out subject, and subject we get in 2 tables, that's why we are using here r and s, 2 things from 2 different tables. 6th, what are the names of student in CS1500 or CS3010? You can see in the screen what will be the output. 7th, what are the names of student in both CS1500 and CS1200? As you can see, we have to find out both CS1500 and CS1200. That's why we are using here this kind of set operation. You can see the symbol. This is the symbol you are using. Okay. Next is, what are the names of students in at least 2 different subjects? So for this query we have to relate enrolled in to itself. Okay, here we are using one table, enrolled in, and we have to relate it to itself. So to do this we will call the enrolled in relation r or s. Okay, because we have to relate this table to itself, means we have to use it 2 times. So we are renaming it. Once we call it r, and then we other time we will call it s. So we are using r and s names. 9th, what are the codes of all the subject taught? Very simple, we have to just find out the codes of subjects. So we simply use projection code from subject table. Next query, what are the names of all the students? Simply we have to find out the names of a student. Means from student table we have to find out the names. So what we are writing here, projection name and then name of table student. Next is, what are the names of all the students in CS1500? Again we have to use here projection, and along with we will use selection operator, and both the tables student enrolled in we have to use here. So we will write join operation between them. Next is, what are the names of students taking a subject taught by Roser? Again we will write here select a projection name, and then we have to select on the basis of a name. That name is, lecturer name is Roser. So we have to join 3 tables here: student, enrolled in, and subject. Now finally we will see another query. What are the names of students who are taking a subject not taught by Rosal? So simply we replace the symbol equal to not equal, and rest of the things will be same. So that's it for our relational algebra queries. Thank you very much.